Let's get into the second part of how you can see whether you'll be able to settle in abroad or not. So let's get into it. So in the last part, we have seen that what are the possible combinations or what are the possible chances of a person going to abroad. So in the second part, we'll be seeing like not only the 8th and the 12th house, which are responsible for foreign travel, it is also the signs and the astrology. There are 12 signs and we have Chara signs. So we have this signs called Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. So these 4 signs play a huge role in movement of a person going abroad. So this is one example of a chart where you could see that the planet Moon, a waxing moon, is in the 12th house. And you have a Jupiter already in the 8th house. So this person will go abroad, yes. But when? The rule is 8th and 12th houses should have benefic planets like Jupiter, Venus, Moon, or Mercury also. Should have these benefic planets, plus the dasha of these planets or the dasha of the planets which are in these 4 signs. So you can have any planet which is in these 4 signs, in any of these 4 signs running the dasha. That is when the person goes abroad. So 8th and 12th house, again I repeat, the 8th and 12th houses are already good for the person. So when the question comes, when he will go abroad, what happens is we need to see the dasha. So Jupiter, Moon. In Jupiter and Moon dasha, this person will be in abroad. That is for sure. Apart from that, we have these 12 signs. Among these 12 signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are called Chara houses. So which makes a person to go abroad. So what are the planets that are in these Chara signs? In Aries, we don't have a planet. In Moon, in Cancer, we already have a Moon, which is already placed. So we know that it is in 12th house. So it is going to give you that foreign yoga. And Libra sign has Saturn and natural malefic. And in Capricorn, you have Venus and Mercury, which are benefics. So now if the person starts running the dasha of Saturn, when the dasha of Saturn starts, this person goes abroad. But this Saturn is still in 3rd house, right? How is it giving them the foreign yoga? It is because his 8th and 12th houses are already good. And Saturn is in Chara sign, Libra, as I said, like this, any of these 4 signs, the planet sitting there. Saturn being a malefic, though being a malefic, sitting in the sign of Libra will make a person to travel abroad. This is the first rule. The signs are important. And second thing is, you have Rahu and Ketu dasha starting for you. For example, you have a Ketu dasha or Rahu dasha. Rahu or Ketu can be sitting anywhere in these 12 houses and they still give you the yoga. Let's see the next example. This is a similar chart like the previous. Only thing is that the person starts running the Rahu dasha. Rahu is the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed sign. The fixed sign doesn't allow you to move. But what happens is, since the 8th and the 12th house, 8th house receives the aspect of Jupiter and Moon is already there. So 8th and 12th houses are already there. This person has the potential. Now what happens? Dasha of Rahu starts. Rahu is a foreign planet. Rahu is something alien to it. Rahu makes us do some things or move to a place which is alien to us, which is not known to us. Rahu makes us move to a place in which people speak a language different from our native. They are different in terms of culture, the languages that they speak, the traditions that they follow. That is Rahu. So when the dasha of Rahu starts for this person, though it is in the sign of Aquarius, though it is in the sign of Aquarius, which is not a Chara sign like Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, the person goes abroad because his 8th and 12th houses are already. This is second example. Okay, now we have seen the yogas. We have seen the signs of planets sitting in these Chara houses, which can give you that yoga. You can also have Ketu here. Suppose if Ketu Dasha starts, Ketu is here. Though the Ketu Dasha starts, the person will still go abroad because his 8th and 12th houses are already good. They are beneficial. Okay. Now, how can we say that the person will never go abroad or never cross like maybe a state, or wherever he is born? Like at least he will be around like 300 to 400 kilometers from where he was born. Like a person who never goes abroad or never goes to a far off place. How can we say that? So it is very difficult to say that the person will never go abroad or never travel. He could be traveling, but he will not be in a position to stay there for years to come, for years and make money or fortunes, whatever. Okay, so this is one example of chart where you have a malefic Saturn sitting in the 8th house and Mars sitting in the 12th house. Okay, Lagna Sun is here. Saturn and Mars are natural malefics. So when these planets come into picture in the 8th and 12th house, it is advisable that the person should never go abroad. You will not be able to go, but this is the rule which doesn't allow a person to go abroad. But when the dasha of these planets starts, the person starts applying, starts to try, he will try to go abroad, but it will not be fruitful for him. So this is what happens when malefics come into 8th or 12th house. If you have, say there is no Mars here, okay, Venus, a natural benefic, is aspecting the sign of 12th house, but malefic Saturn is sitting. So now what happens is a person goes abroad, but he doesn't get a citizenship or a green card to stay there temporarily, stay there permanently. So he comes back again. So this is the yoga because 8th house has Saturn. So when either one of these houses are afflicted, a person can go abroad, but he will come back. If both these houses, 8th and 12th, are afflicted, then a person will not be denied. The person will be denied foreign travel for making fortunes for his work. So this is another chart. As I said, like you have only Saturn here. There is no Mars. So only Saturn and no Mars here. 12th house is good. Okay, no benefic aspect on 12th house except Venus aspecting it. You can even put Jupiter here if you want. If I put Jupiter here, what happens is, again, he goes only for a brief period of time. And then he comes back to his hometown. Okay. One more thing which I forgot to mention is, we already saw that 8th and 12th houses are good. A planet in the Chara sign, like Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, all these are bound to give foreign travel. So, for example, if this person starts running the Dasha of Saturn, okay, he will be abroad. Saturn, 19 years, he will be abroad. And then Mercury Dasha starts. When Mercury Dasha starts, what happens? Mercury is still in the Chara sign. So Mercury is still in a sign like Capricorn. In Mercury Dasha also, he will be in abroad. After Mercury Dasha comes Ketu Dasha. Ketu, though in the sign of, not in a Chara sign, it is with Jupiter in the 8th house. So what happens is the person will continue to stay in the foreign country. And then Venus Dasha comes. He will continue to be there because it is a sign of Capricorn. So he will continue to stay in the abroad. So Saturn 19 years, Mercury 17 years, 36, and then Ketu is 7 years, 43, plus Venus 20 years, 63 years. Almost 90% of his life, 80 to 90% of his life, this person would be in abroad only. So this is one horoscope where you can see that The person is being in abroad completely. Okay. Even the Dasha which was running before Saturn was Jupiter. So you can imagine, he was right. He wasn't born in the abroad country. He was not in touch with any of his ancestral home, or he has never been to his ancestral place, or he would have gone there for a brief period of time and then would have come back to his foreign nation wherever he is residing. And then he stayed in the particular place for his entire lifetime. So this is one example of such chart, such horoscope. So with this, I complete the part 2 of the foreign travel or settlement through astrology. So if you like this channel, kindly please do subscribe, likes, share and subscribe. There are many more things that are going to come. So if you have any doubts or queries, please do comment. Please do feel free to comment. I shall try to answer all your queries. Bye.